When is the right time to repot my propagated succulents? Do I have to wait till they're a certain size? Should I repot them when they're crowded? What about ones I bought? Do I remove the soil? Can I use any soil or do I have to mix my own? If you'd like to know the answers to these questions, keep watching. This Echeveria blue metal are leaves that I plucked at the end of autumn, and they have now grown on their own. Here, look at that. They're so advanced now that they are just begging for me to plant them in my intermediate soil mix, because normally when they're still small and they're just sort of budding up, just have to put that there, I would plant them in my propagation soil mix. But once they get to this stage wherein they're really too big for the propagation mix, I put them in straight into my intermediate soil mix. So Echeveria blue metal is also a fast grower, so that's why with certain plants it's really important that they get planted straight into a much healthier soil, so that way they can grow much faster. So these ones as well here, normally these ones should be sitting on the propagation soil mix, but since they are well truly advanced, they need to be put in my intermediate soil mix. So these ones here, these plants here are slow growers. So this is a Monroe, I think you're a Monroe or Echeveria Monroe, and they're slow growing plants. So when they're like this, I still put them in my propagation mix, but once they get to this stage, then I have to put them in my intermediate soil mix. Those little babies there were only like a twinkle in the mother's eye when I put them in this propagation mix. So once they get big enough, say like this one here, this Chihuahuayensis or Lindsayana you are, I think, this one is already getting too big to be growing in the propagation mix. So this one needs to be transplanted into the intermediate soil mix. And so as most of this one, so even that one there, that really needs to be put in my intermediate soil mix because it's just getting too crowded for that pot. Plus the soil that it's in doesn't have any nutrients in it. So I need it to grow really, really fast. Even this one's here, that's just propagation mix. So I need to put this Echeveria nexana that's actually variegated as well. I need to put that into a fast growing soil mixture. And so as this one's, it's just begging for me to say, please take us out of here and let us grow into a much healthier, high nitrogen soil so they can grow really, really fast and be grown into beautiful succulents. So even this one's here, so that now that has, even though it's coloring up because of my grow light, that really needs to get put into an intermediate soil mix so that way I can have more plants really fast. So within a year at least I would have doubled, or if not tripled, the amount of plants I have. So these are the plants that I chose to show you how to pot them up using the intermediate succulent soil mix. So this one is my own hybrid called Echeveria Rosal. I only have a couple of plants of this, so this is now taken from one plant, so one of them. So this is Echeveria Monroe hybrid. Now this one is called Graptopetalum paraguayense. Okay, hang on, I just have to put this one. SSP bernalensis. So this is the small ones here. So this is actually variegated. So whether they're going to variegate or not, I don't know. So those three there is a Pachyphytum Wender something. Yep, Wender manii. Okay, so for this is really cute, those, because and it's hard and sort of chubby anyway, so I need to separate them so they would grow really, really fast. And then also my Carnicolor, that was propagated on April 17th of April, and this is all grown inside under the grow light. So they grew fast because it was under the grow light, but then now I have to make them grow fast using my intermediate soil mix. So this container here, or this tray, I got this from my local nursery. They have an area wherein they recycle pots and all of these trays as well, because normally they just throw them out. So it's better if people come and help themselves. So first I put in just a newspaper in the bottom, and I have a whole heap of, hey guys, I can't even move here because I got so much stuff everywhere. Okay, never mind. What can you do? Okay, so I'll just put a layer, because if I put this thing on top of it, there is going to be a gap between the two. So I'd rather fill it up with this cast off bark and stuff, and that way it will keep my plants happy as well. And then I'll put this next tray on top and just squeeze that in. Yep. So that's almost the same level, but I got little gaps in the corner, so I just don't know whether it's because of where I have it now. Okay, but I'll just add on a couple more in that corner there. This big bit, I'll just throw this away because this is just way too big. Okay. So if you actually build this all up, it's much better because you don't have to use up too much of your intermediate mix, or I don't have to use too much of my intermediate mix. So this is not a you must do it, it's up to you if you want to do it, but this is how I do my little mix. So okay, so now I can put some soil on top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it all up. So it's a lot of soil, you need a lot of soil for it, because you're gonna be putting, or I'm gonna be putting, a lot of plants in here. Well, the beauty of this mix is that I don't even have to water it. So I'll water it once and that's it. It's going to take a long time before it needs watering again, so they can basically look after themselves. And apart from little cleaning up, maintenance and checking for pests, oh, we got a rogue fertilizer here. So apart from checking for pests, that's all you got to do. That's all I do anyway. So now I'm going to get on with taking my plants. Okay, so this one's now, I don't really want to mix up my soil, so okay, I'll just put my plants here, and the very first one I want to do is this one. So put that there, and what I use, so this the Werder Money Eye, and I'm going to put them together, Rhabdopetalum and Pachyphytum. So now this is my propagating soil mix, so it has a lot of cocoa peat in it. So because the plants, when they're still babies, they only need milk, they don't need that much food. So this one, see, there you go. So this is the soil mix I have here. This is basically a seed stuff propagation mix. Do I need to do a separate video for propagation mix? I don't think so. So this is just my master succulent soil mix that I sieve. So I sieved it to get rid of the big particles, so I'm left with the small particles. So again, also the sea mungus, or the fertilizer I use in it in my master soil mix, a lot of them, say 75% of them, would have been taken off. So the plant, when they're still sort of growing, see, look at that, and there's no roots or anything. See, so, and then I just put, see the layer, just do a close up, there you go. You can see the coconut, and also my master succulent soil mix, which has now become a propagating soil mix because I sieved it. So that's the difference. So there you go. So now I'm going to separate this now. Okay, you just squeeze it like so, and then we're gonna separate the Bernalensi. This is the Werder Money Eye. Werder Money Eye, are you a Money Eye? Okay, and then I'm using a metal chopstick because the end is nice and blunt, rounded. So that way I don't stab my little babies. And then there you go. I just try and get rid of it as much as possible. And if I'm going to be pedantic about it or fussy, I have a solution of sea salt soil wetter prepared here earlier. I'm just going to put it here. Don't tip over. Okay, and what I do is just dunk it there and then get rid of the rest of the soil. Okay, and then I just go and Werder Money Eye, I think I'm going to swap it there. Okay, so Werder Money Eye in the corner there. Can you see that? Okay, we just do that. And so, okay, so now my Bernalensi, the roots of this one, look at the roots. So the roots is not very big, so that's why you got to be gentle, and that's why I need to put them into, there you go, this intermediate soil mix. Oh, that one's cute. Look at the cute little baby plant, and it's got a whole heap of other plants. So these are a few of the plants from my succulent haul video for the last month or something. So they came in this little pot like this, and they got this peat moss, which I don't really like, and see the roots sort of coming out. So what I like to do with this one is I like to squeeze them like so, and then I shake, 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 shake. Whatever comes out, I don't throw it away. I put that into a separate bucket just for peat moss, in case I need peat moss for my other plants. And if they're a bit difficult, because this is dry, I dunk them in the solution of soil wetter. So sea salt soil wetter. There you go. And long story short, this is how it should look. So you already got the roots sort of dried up. It's still wet, but it's got, so I remove a lot of, see the roots? Okay, so now if this is, say, pretend this is, it's still a bit moist. So I'll just pretend this is already wet. Look, see, so there's already a little root rot in it because it's been left out in the rain. So this one now, what I do is I just, to revive it again, it's sort of the a tonic for the plant as well. So I just soak it in here like so, and I'll put it and plant it into my intermediate soil mix, just so, even those, that's Letitia, look cute. So that way they will grow fast. So I'm going to do a row of, so this is now my babies. I'm going to leave this in a shaded area. You're going to get to see my mess. So over there, this is now about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So that pot there where the empty shelf is where I'm going to put it, where it's going to grow until it's big enough to be exposed to the elements. So this is also now part of acclimatization. So coming from outside, there's a forecast. The forecast was that there's going to be no frost for a few days. So I'm going to put them out there, and hopefully we don't get frost at all. But if they do, I have to bring them inside. But for now, that's where I'm going to put them. Thank you for watching. Bye.